Morning, folks. It's Pastor Montgomery here in the study, and actually sitting on the front porch of my house this morning, enjoying the beautiful sunrise, and looking forward to a day here trying to put things together for Easter Sunday. And hope you're all doing well there at your home. I'm reading in Psalms chapter 13 this morning, and man, what a comfort the Psalms can be to us in these days. He says in verse number 1 of chapter 13, how long? And what a great question, how long? And we find ourselves not just in this moment, but in many moments of life wondering, how long, Lord? When are you going to come through? When is this going to be done? When will this be behind us? And we rest in the fact that though we don't know how long, He does. The psalmist goes through all of the different things that he is doing in this text. He asks the question, how long may I take counsel in my soul? How long will I have sorrow in my heart all the day? The realness of the pain is something we need to recognize too. The psalmist was not a fictional character with supernatural powers. As a matter of fact, David was just a normal man, just like you and I, who carried burdens just like you and I do, who went through trials and tribulations like we do and like we're going through. But he comes down to the end of the text here and he says, I have trusted in your steadfast love. He reminds himself of where his confidence was. It was in the mercy of God that he rested his confidence. He was resting there for all of his hope. Then he says another thing. He said, what I'm going to do right now. He said, I will sing to the Lord. Man, what a hopeful thing that you and I could lift our voice and sing to the Lord, give glory to Him, even in the midst of trial. Let me encourage you to do that. Get a hymn out, get a songbook out, maybe Google a hymn up that's your favorite. Sing it. Sing it to the Lord. Even there in the privacy of your own home, lift your voice up and magnify the Lord. When we sing together on Sundays, lift your voice in your home and sing to the Lord. He is worthy of our praise, whether we're able to meet together or not. He's worthy of our praise, whether everything's going well or we find ourselves in trials. And then finally he says, my heart shall rejoice in your salvation. He said, I'm going to rejoice. He said, I know for a fact that God's going to come through. I know for a fact that God's going to deliver. And we have the hope as believers based upon the resurrection week, that regardless of what takes place on this side of eternity, we have the victory, and we rest in that. And he says, you have dealt bountifully with me. The psalmist understood that God's track record has always been good, and God has always been faithful. And let me just remind you again this morning, it's not wrong to ask God why. It's not wrong to ask God how long. But it is wrong for us to despair and to take our eyes off the one who knows how long and knows why. And we rest in Him this morning. We rejoice in the fact He will deliver. We are singing His praises while we wait for Him, and we're trusting in His steadfast love. God bless you. We'll talk to you next time in the study.